Hi everyone, welcome to another video. We're not in the park today, but I'll take you somewhere different tomorrow, I hope. Maybe not tomorrow, but the next day. Let's see how the weather is. So today I'd like to talk about worry because I'm a worrywart and many of us are worriers. Not warriors, but worriers. And what happens is we get into a habit and an addiction of worrying. Why do we worry? Because we're afraid of the consequences. And something that's really interesting is our fear of consequences is usually worse than the consequence itself. And that's really important. We tell ourselves so many stories about the consequences of something when we actually don't know. And so we worry about it when the outcome or the consequence is never as bad. So research has shown when you spend time worrying, that actually is a time that you're less anxious. I know it doesn't seem that doesn't sound right. Let's say it again. When you are worrying, you're less anxious. Why? Because you're tricking yourself into thinking that you're controlling something when you're not. If you actually pay attention to what's happening in the body, there's probably a lot of emotion going on under the worry. But when we're all in our head trying to do a lot of worrying, we're disconnected from what's happening in the body. And the body gives you a lot of clues about what it really is feeling like. So, there's two kinds of worrying. There's solvable worry and unsolvable worry. What does that mean? Solvable worry is the type of worrying that we do about a problem for which there is a solution. Great, no problem. Worry away. Get your X, Y, and Z plan in action. Execute it, then you can stop worrying. Unsolvable worry is worry that we do over things that we cannot control. And right now during these COVID times, we are all, or most of us, in a scenario of worry about something that we can't control. We cannot control when we're going to go back to work for those of us who are unemployed. We can't control what the summer will look like, just like we can't control the weather. So we are worrying about something for which there is no solution. That is the kind of worry that's harmful. So, two habit-breaking tools I'd like to give you for worry. You can apply these starting right now. 1, write your worries down. I know, it sounds crazy because we talked about gratitude journaling before. Here, we're journaling our worrying. Yep, grab a piece of pen and paper and write it down. The mere act of writing the worries is actually going to give us some balance. And maybe you'll see that a lot of your worries are the same. You might be like, oh, but I already wrote that worry. And then you might actually see how much of your mind is consumed by worrying that actually is not necessary. So writing it down is one. The other is to actually put a schedule in your calendar for worrying. I'm not joking. Every day, I would like you to set aside worry time. So what is worry time? Worry time is permission to worry. So I'm going to say from 7 to 7:30, I'm going to worry. So that means I can spend as much time as I want worrying in that period of time. Now, what if around 11 I want to worry? Well, then I'm going to say, hold on, I already passed my worrying time. So I'm not really allowed to worry right now. I'll wait until my next worry time to worry. So 2 habit-breaking tools are schedule your worry time and try to stick to it. And number 2 is make sure that you write it down, because if you write it down, it probably won't consume you as much. Thanks so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.